Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We delve into the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of currency, including coins, tokens, paper money, and related objects. Today, we are bringing you an extraordinary story that combines history, rarity, and staggering value, centered around a particular coin that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1986 1-cent coin. Now, you might be wondering what makes this copper-plated zinc coin worth a jaw-dropping $538 million. The answer lies in a series of significant errors and mistakes that give it an unparalleled status among numismatic treasures. Let's explore the intricate details behind this astonishing valuation, the fascinating series of mishaps during its minting process, and the implications these errors have in the world of coin collecting. First, it's essential to understand the backdrop against which this remarkable error coin was created. For most of the general population, the 1-cent coin is seen as little more than pocket change, a currency denomination often ignored or dismissed in favor of larger denominations of currency that have a more substantial purchasing power. In 1986, the United States Mint produced a standard issue of 1-cent coins, commonly known as pennies, that were intended to circulate among the general public. However, unbeknownst to the Mint at the time, a series of critical blunders would result in some coins that would defy expectations, becoming a phenomenon with immense financial implications. The 1986 penny was struck at the Denver Mint and is ordinarily not considered rare. However, a small fraction of those produced were subjected to a set of extraordinary mistakes that completely transformed their value. The first crucial error lay in the planchet used to strike the coin. A planchet is the disc of metal from which coins are made. In regular production, pennies are minted using a copper-plated zinc composition, but during this particular minting cycle, some planchets were improperly prepared, leading to the striking of coins with wrong metal mixtures. One of the most intriguing types of these error coins resulted when a batch of pennies was mistakenly struck on copper planchets instead of the intended zinc ones. The price of copper had been increasing in value, creating an unusual market dynamic that contributed to the overall worth of these coins. As metal prices surged, the intrinsic value of these copper-based coins skyrocketed, attracting attention from numismatists who understand the implications of metal content on coin value. Consequently, collectors began to understand that the 1986 1-cent coin, in its copper-plated configuration, had the potential to yield a handsome profit, navigating beyond its face value. Furthermore, this copper-plated zinc penny turned out to be mistakenly struck as a double die. In minting, double die errors occur when the coin is imprinted with images or inscriptions that appear multiple times due to an issue in the engraving process, leading to a blurry or distorted appearance. The 1986 penny exhibited such characteristics, adding layers of uniqueness to its value. Collectors and errors enthusiasts learn to identify these double die varieties, which often fetch significantly higher prices than their single die counterparts purely due to the rarity and novelty of existence. The excitement surrounding this penny also lies in the fact that double die errors are not commonly produced, and when they do occur, they are celebrated within the numismatic community, often drawing eager buyers willing to pay exorbitantly to own a piece of minting history. As word of this remarkable coin spread among collectors, an unprecedented level of demand emerged, driving up the prices that individuals were willing to pay. Its distinction as a double die error, combined with the allure of being among a limited batch of possibly less than a handful known to exist, meant that as collectors pursued their quests for unique and obsolete items for their collections, this penny emerged as a high-ticket item. As its price escalated, so too did the mythos surrounding its provenance. Stories circulated about how it had been discovered, auctioned, or handed down through generations, each adding a layer of intrigue to its value. The emergence of social media and online auction platforms added fuel to the fire, allowing collectors worldwide to engage in buying and selling coins, and significantly boosting the visibility of rare pieces in the market. When 1986 1-cent coins with errors began appearing on these platforms, bidding wars would erupt, pushing the price skyward. In particular, certified coins that had been appraised by reputable numismatic grading services added legitimacy and assurance to buyers, confirming their investment as being authentic and valuable. As the years progressed, the narrative around these pennies evolved, with more and more stories detailing the astounding values collectors were willing to pay. Auctions began to feature these coins prominently, and as they changed hands, their values continued to appreciate. It is worth noting that the numismatic played a crucial role in shaping the desirability of the 1986 D pennies. Their value was not just a reflection of their physical characteristics but also an indicator of the passion and enthusiasm that drove the numismatic community. Collectors saw these pennies not merely as coins but as artifacts, each one representing a unique moment in the history of coin production and the fascinating interplay of error and correction that defines minting practices. The 1986 D penny's captivating story is not solely about rarity or monetary value. It evinces the human engagement with currency, collecting, and the allure of possession. Moreover, as the scarcity of these coins began to emerge, other factors came into play, including the need for disclosures regarding their provenance. Knowing where a coin came from, any alterations it has undergone, and the journey it has taken to arrive in the hands of a collector all contribute to its valuation. As more individuals sought to acquire an esteemed 1986 D penny, reports of past ownership, significant sales, and whispers of possible minters became highly topical. As a result, the coins that could provide verifiable information regarding their origins not only discover a place in numismatic lore, they demand the highest audiences and, in turn, drive their prices even higher. The marketplace dynamics surrounding error coins also lead to a fascinating fusion of reality and speculation, as collectors not only invest in items of known worth but often gamble on the potential for value appreciation. This speculative nature allows discussions and investigations about the roles that popularity and media coverage play in raising awareness around particular coins, thus increasing their demand and potential value. The synergy between rarity, quality, and provenance creates an ecosystem conducive to building substantial financial opportunities. Additionally, it has paved the way for further research into error coinage and the processes by which coins are minted effectively. Investigators in this regard have studied why such errors occur, what fail-safes could prevent them in the future, and how an understanding of these practices could lead to a more refined minting process. The cumulative story of the 1986 D penny is representative of a much larger phenomenon in the world of currency, wherein the intersection of history, economy, and culture generates outputs that often display more meaning than mere transactional value. As new collectors enter the fray, learning about these error coins and becoming engrossed in the intricacies of numismatics, the allure of such a penny is magnified, serving to immortalize it within an esteemed hierarchy of collectible items. The 1986 D 1-cent coin stands as a testament to how a single error at the U.S. Mint can result in extraordinary financial implications, shifting the perception of what constitutes value in the realm of coins. The ongoing conversation surrounding this extraordinary coin is emblematic of the spirit of curiosity that has fueled collecting for centuries, a journey of discovery, a search for the misunderstood and misvalued, fostering a deeper appreciation for the change that flows through our hands and the stories behind those transactions. The blend of history, scarcity, and serendipity crystallizes in such collectibles, transforming mundane objects into treasures worthy of astounding valuations. As we reflect on the legacy of the 1986 D penny, we cannot help but marvel at how something as simple as a 1-cent coin has transformed into a beacon of economic discourse and numismatic enthusiasm, celebrating the unique confluence of human endeavors that drive us to seek more than just monetary gain but an experience that connects us to our history, our culture, and indeed, to each other through the joy of collecting. Next 2012 D 1-cent USA coin, we immerse ourselves in the intriguing universe of coin collecting and numismatics. Today, we have a thrilling story that showcases the fascinating world of error coins, focusing on a particular anomaly that has captured the interest of collectors and investors, the 2012 D 1-cent coin, valued at a remarkable $147 million due to a series of rare and significant minting errors. Yes, you heard that right, a 1-cent coin that, under ordinary circumstances, wouldn't even warrant a second glance, has become a holy grail for enthusiasts, investors, and historians alike. It's a captivating tale that highlights how imperfections can lead to substantial value, and it invites us to question everything we know about currency, worth, and the serendipitous nature of collecting. The story begins in 2012 when the United States Mint released the 2012 1-cent coin as part of its standard production of pennies for circulation. Minted at the Denver facility, these coins featured the familiar design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a tribute to one of America's most esteemed presidents. The composition remained consistent following the transition that began in 1982 to a copper-plated zinc mix, making their metal content relatively inexpensive compared to their historical predecessors. However, during this minting process, a unique set of circumstances led to the emergence of error coins which, due to their rarity and distinct characteristics, have become highly sought after in the numismatic community. The most striking error associated with the 2012 penny is the famous zinc rot, a phenomenon that occurs due to the reactions between the zinc core and the environmental elements. Under normal conditions, these coins are produced to last, but a portion of the coins were inadvertently struck with poor quality control measures that left them exposed to elements and chemical reactions, leading to corrosion and deterioration that significantly affected the coin's surface. The resultant pieces displayed pitting and imperfections, which not only affected their appearance but also distinguished them as highly unusual specimens in a sea of otherwise standard issue. This deterioration and the rarity of finding such flawed coins piqued collectors' interest, drawing attention to those that escaped the mints in an afflicted state. Some of these coins displayed extreme signs of zinc rot, making them even more collectible, as they represented a unique glimpse into the pitfalls associated with mint production. To collectors and those well-versed in numismatics, the awareness of how these errors come into existence adds an extra layer of meaning to their acquisition, driving up their perceived value exponentially. Furthermore, certain 2012 1-cent coins surfaced exhibiting the die crack error. A die crack occurs during the minting process when the metal dies used to strike coins develop cracks or fractures, resulting in unusual markings or designs appearing on coins struck after the die has been damaged. Consequently, some of these 2012 pennies manifested distinctive cracks or lines across their surfaces, contributing to their narrative of rarity. Die cracks can vary in size and location, and since they are not a common phenomenon, the coins that exhibit such features can attract considerable interest due to their fascinating backstory. These die crack coins subsequently garnered substantial attention, with collectors eager to claim a piece of history that showcased the complexity involved in the striking process of currency. Combining the zinc rot phenomenon with the die crack error, those segments of the 2012 population began to command staggering sums in auction houses, convincing investors that what they were witnessing was not just coin collecting but rather a compelling investment opportunity. Adding to the mystique surrounding the 2012 1-cent coin is the fact that every time an extraordinary piece features prominently in auctions or social media discussions, it enhances its profile and drives discourse within the numismatic community regarding error coins. The thrill of the chase for these error pennies resonates deeply with collectors as they turn over every stone to uncover similarly unique anomalies. Individuals scoured through loose change, rummaged through penny jars, and perused antique shops for the chance to unearth these remarkable treasures that had fallen beneath the radar of the mainstream coin market. This burgeoning interest in the 2012 penny and its associated variants has given rise to an entire subculture of collectors dedicated to researching and acquiring error coins, further fueling their financial trajectory. On top of the zinc rot and die crack errors, the realm of error coins is also inundated with fascinating stories regarding the striking techniques behind these mistakes. Collectors and enthusiasts quickly learned the nuance of understanding mint production and the fluctuations inherent to the process. As each layer of understanding emerged, what causes certain types of errors, how those mistakes can create unique variances in value, and where to locate potential finds, the narrative became increasingly enticing. The convergence of the zinc corrosion findings, die cracks, and varying degrees of imperfection within certain individual coins added layers to the market's demand for these unique pieces. As awareness about the intrinsic value of these coins began to spread, everyone from casual collectors to seasoned investors started speculating about potential acquisitions. Bidding wars erupted at auctions, with avid collectors willing to part with substantial amounts of money for the chance to obtain a groundbreaking finding. Unsurprisingly, the combination of rarity, distinctiveness, and the human fascination with imperfection only served to elevate the rarity of these coins. Additionally, the concept of grading came into focus as collectors sought third-party grading services to assess the condition and authenticity of their treasured finds. Well-known numismatic grading organizations began to illuminate the coin's quality, with grades assigned through a detailed methodology. As coins began receiving higher grades, their value soared, propelling the 2012 1-cent coin into the realm of extraordinary pinnacles in the collective psyche of collectors. Confirming the recognizability of these coins was paramount, as the more recognized a type is within the community, the more treasured it becomes. Attention is drawn to high-quality examples, and the circumstantial details take on a monumental meaning. The notion of story associated with coins also holds immense significance. A coin's appeal is more than just its physical existence, rather, it encompasses its journey and the sequence of events leading to its current state. Coins with fascinating stories behind them, even a mysterious or peculiar origin, obtain an allure rarely matched by ordinary currency, establishing a direct connection with future collectors who ponder their rich histories. Moreover, the growing presence of online forums and communities that cater specifically to numismatic interests has further catalyzed discussions about the rarity and value of particular coins, amplifying this community's reverence and excitement around the 2012 1-cent. Individuals dedicate time to researching recent findings while sharing detailed information about their personal experiences, nuggets of knowledge, and potential leads. This web of interconnectedness invigorates the culture of coin collecting and deepens the journey toward uncovering rare pieces. As new discoveries surface, such as additional examples of the 2012 penny with errors, they usher about an increase in curiosity, fueling a sense of exploration while instilling the conviction that this is just the beginning of an exhilarating hunt for what lies ahead. Some enthusiasts make it their mission to document every known variety, linking themselves together through lists and shared databases that highlight where these coins have been viewed or sold. Additionally, the tales behind the money tend to stretch into ownership histories. Past possessors may interject colorful narratives about how they stumbled upon their coins, enriching the lore that accompanies each unimaginable price increase over time. Many collectors take pride in provenance, eager to share stories and build gratifications based on their respective journeys. As these stories circulate through local coin clubs and across social media platforms, they contribute to the overall aura surrounding these coins. The phenomenon of the 2012 1-cent coin serves as an encapsulation of the broader facets of human interaction with currency. It embodies nostalgia, heritage, and the ties that bind collectors to not only their passion but also to one another. What appears as a humble piece of currency has spiraled into an extensive discussion encompassing valuation, behaviorism around collecting, and the marketplace's influence over what we consider valuable. As the market evolves, people increasingly recognize that rarity, powerful stories, investment potential, and the pursuit of cultural significance combine to make these types of coins both coveted and revered. Additionally, the influence of auctions and viral trends fosters an unpredictable environment where those aiming to collect coins often take elements of risk, investing their time and finances into things of uncertain yield. Seeing collectors stand before a podium at auctions, anxious to secure an impressive piece like the 2012 penny while wrestling for the winning bid, crystallizes the wider excitement associated with the hobby. Collectively, these qualities forge a landscape rich with opportunities, challenges, and memorable experiences that await both seasoned aficionados and newcomers alike. Ultimately, next 2017 1-cent USA coin, we journey into the fascinating realms of currency, history, and collectible treasures that tell unique stories about our past. Today, we have an extraordinary tale to share, a captivating narrative about an unassuming coin, the 2017 1-cent coin, which has now garnered a staggering value of $372 million. This narrative unfolds due to a series of remarkable errors and mistakes during its production, transforming an otherwise ordinary penny into one of the most sought-after collectibles in numismatic history. On the surface, the 2017 penny serves as just another 1-cent piece in the vast sea of U.S. currency, a denomination that has circulated since the early days of American coinage. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin retains the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet, as with many collectible coins, it is the unexpected imperfections that breathe new life into what may otherwise be overlooked. As collectors, enthusiasts, and casual observers dive deeper into the world of numismatics, they soon learn that the beauty of collecting often lies in the irregularities, the anomalies that unite the threads of dedication, research, and sheer luck. The story behind the substantial valuation of the 2017 penny begins with a shocking error that has tipped the scales of rarity in its favor: imperfect minting processes leading to anomalous strikes. Not all coins leave the mint in pristine condition. Many are inadvertently marred through a variety of errors related to the striking dies or blank planchets. In the case of the 2017 penny, several batches emerged with significant flaws that captured the attention of collectors, marking these pieces as highly valuable and worthy of careful consideration. One critical aspect of the errors associated with the 2017 penny is the occurrence of the double die error, an anomaly that arises when the coin dies used for striking become misaligned during the minting process. The result is a coin featuring overlapping images or inscriptions, leading to an extraordinarily unique appearance. This did not affect just one or two coins but rather a specific run, which made the phenomenon even more astonishing. Collectors understand that while double die coins may be relatively common in various denominations and years, the uniqueness of the 2017 penny lies in the sheer scarcity of the genuinely flawed pieces that successfully made it into circulation. A limited number of these double die pennies made their way into collections, igniting a fervor among enthusiasts eager to claim one of these near-mythical error pieces as their own. Each instance of a double die variant presents its unique characteristics that capture the keen interest of those who appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship involved in coin production. This anomaly adds complex layers of value to these specific coins, making them highly coveted within the collector community. As news of the 2017 penny's extraordinary value began to spread through coin-collecting forums, social media platforms, and numismatic communities, a perfect storm of interest and intrigue unfolded. The market for error coins experienced a surge as collectors began scouring their pockets, piggy banks, and any residual change left unclaimed to uncover this hidden treasure. The potential worth of a 2017 1-cent coin pushed many individuals to examine their personal collections closely, as they sought to uncover similarly valuable errors among their own belongings. The thrill of anticipation grew with each find, as stories circulated regarding individuals stumbling upon these error coins. Narratives enriched by luck and keen observation transformed mundane moments into incredible discoveries. Each erroneous penny captured the imagination, sparking discourse about the nature of value, rarity, and the unexpected treasures that lie in unassuming placements. Alongside double die errors, there were prominent instances of off-center strikes resulting from poorly aligned dies during the minting process. These off-center coins are produced when the strike is misaligned, leaving a portion of the planchet blank or unstruck, a decidedly unique aesthetic that appeals to numerous collectors who adore anything out of the ordinary. The findings of off-center strikes in varying degrees of displacement added to the allure of the 2017 penny, creating opportunities for collectors to invest in coins that showcase distinct production errors. The aesthetic elements inherent to off-center strikes give these coins a raw, unfiltered look, sympathetic to the mistakes made while creating them, which ultimately make each variant one of a kind in its own right. With so many coins exhibiting such errors, collectors were born that specialized in pursuing these unique finds, forging connections among fellow enthusiasts who shared their passion for the beauty of imperfection. The mounting demand for 2017 1-cent coins featuring both double die errors and off-center strikes ignited a robust secondary marketplace. These coins began appearing more frequently at live auctions and online marketplaces, often selling for prices that exceeded even the most ardent predictions. Bidding wars became commonplace as collectors strove to stake their claim in the error coin community, aware that possessing a piece of this remarkable rarity could not only enhance their collection but also polish their reputations as collectors in the know. As values escalated, the excitement surrounding these coins continued to multiply, inviting speculations about the sustainability of their worth in the long term. Investing in error coins like the 2017 penny has revealed itself as more than a simple hobby. Rather, it transforms into a serious long-term investment strategy, with individuals viewing their collections as assets poised for appreciation. The ways in which coins are graded also play an essential role in determining their value, particularly for error coins that harbor distinct and rare imperfections. The grading system, which categorizes coins based on their condition, authenticity, and characteristics, serves as an essential component for collectors who invest in error pieces. When a 2017 penny receives an invitation to enter the grading process, specialists examine its details thoroughly, registering nuances that elevate its desirability among enthusiasts. Higher grades yield a proportional leap in value, allowing collectors to distinguish their investments from the broader market. For the discerning investor, a well-graded example of a rare error coin can represent a wonderful opportunity, keeping one eye on growth while simultaneously uncovering coins of historical and cultural significance. As the years have unfolded and market dynamics changed, the quest to uncover new examples of the 2017 penny, coupled with its complications, has materialized into a frenzy of speculation. Collective enthusiasm has only solidified the coin's status as a collectible with deep-rooted cultural relevance in the numismatic sphere since discussions emerge consistently around how error coins symbolize an exciting confluence of art, history, and serendipity. Collectors have shared personal testimonies detailing the moments when they discovered their own 2017 pennies or encountered fellow enthusiasts eager to share similar experiences. These connections only serve to bolster the vibrant community surrounding error coins, characterized by a spirit of collaboration among collectors passionate about comet-like rarities. As buyers become bolder in pursuing these valuable nuggets of numismatic anomalies, a sense of camaraderie binds the community together, where friendships and partnerships grow as members exchange knowledge and results garnered from their very own coin-collecting journeys. The quest for the prized 2017 penny extends beyond mere coin pursuits. It enters deeper conversations about the nature of value itself and how humankind determines worth in various facets of life. Value generation is a continual aspect of identity, and error coins encapsulate a critical glimpse into the human experience, inviting collectors to question what it means to search for something unique and treasured in everyday life. Collectible coins, especially error coins such as the 2017 penny, divide their essence into multiple layers of meaning, thus broadening their potential appeal. Each penny symbolizes the confluence of miracle and misfortune, the happy accidents that occur the moment machinations begin. These error coins serve as a testimony to the very nature of existence, reinforcing that greatness often lies buried in moments of imperfection and chance. As we conclude our exploration into the staggering journey of the 2017 1-cent coin, it is essential to reflect on the stories that have unfolded around this small yet powerful piece of currency. It is not merely a penny but an emblem that captures the essence of collecting and the connection we share with currency as well as its history. Engaging with coins like the 2017 penny invites us to appreciate the culinary art of collecting while opening a treasure trove of stories that can be shared, celebrated, and cherished in communities dedicated to preserving the rich tapestry of our numismatic heritage. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling adventure into the world of error coins, and we look forward to connecting with you in our future videos as we continue to uncover exciting stories from the realm of currencies and collectibles. Stay tuned for more insights, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Last 1999 1-cent USA coin, we dive deep into the captivating world of coin collecting and the rich history of currency. Today, we have an exhilarating story to tell about a seemingly ordinary coin that has transcended its humble beginnings to become a remarkable treasure, the 1999 1-cent coin, a penny that has garnered immense fascination in the numismatic community and a staggering valuation of $458 million due to a celebrated series of errors and mistakes during its minting process. Brace yourselves as we explore the intricate details behind this extraordinary coin, the captivating errors that led to its remarkable worth, and the possibilities that have captured the attention of collectors, investors, and historians alike. To fully appreciate the value and rarity of the 1999 penny, it's vital to revisit the era in which it was minted. The year 1999 marked a significant time in U.S. history as the nation prepared to usher in a new millennium, a time associated with technological advancements, cultural shifts, and new financial paradigms. As the United States Mint executed its routine production of 1-cent coins, no one could have predicted that hidden within those mints would be coins that would change the landscape of numismatics forever. Minted at the Denver facility, these coins featured the recognizable design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side along with the noteworthy inscription, E pluribus unum, a motto reflecting unity and the founding principles of the nation. However, behind this familiar facade lay a series of production errors that transformed some of these pennies from mere pocket change into highly valuable collectibles. One of the most significant issues that contributed to the dramatic increase in value of the 1999 1-cent coin is related to the cud error, a type of minting error that occurs when a chunk breaks away from the die, creating an area on the coin that has not been struck properly. Specifically, cuds form when metal from the dies separates, leaving what appears to be a raised protrusion on the coin surface, causing an unusual and distinct visual appeal that catches the eye of collectors. The 1999 penny is renowned for bearing several examples of this cud error, with variations exhibiting different locations and sizes of the cud itself. One specific variant presented a remarkable cud struck on the reverse side, creating a distinct impression that made the coin truly unique. Such errors are relatively rare, but when they occur, they create pieces that draw intense fascination from enthusiasts eager to own a piece of history, often leading to heated bidding wars at auctions. As word spread among collectors about the remarkable qualities of the 1999 1-cent coins featuring cud errors, the demand soared, attracting the attention of seasoned and novice collectors who recognized the potential for substantial financial returns on their investments. While many coins in circulation hold nominal value based on their face denominations, pieces exhibiting minting errors like the cud are often seen as hidden treasures, each compelling tale lending an air of intrigue to their worth. Collector interest is magnified when coins such as the 1999 penny are positioned against the backdrop of economic dynamics and shifting markets wherein rarity becomes not just a feature but a commodity. Additionally, the 1999 penny bears witness to another notable error, the double die variety. Double die coins arise when the engraving for the dies misaligns during the minting process, leading to overlapping or doubled images on the coin's face. This specific defect creates unique details captivating and rousing collectors' passions. The notion of obtaining a double die penny turns many a casual enthusiast into a determined hunter, as the idea of uncovering a rare variant can ignite the thrill of discovery and the excitement of potentially owning a piece of numismatic history. In the case of the 1999 penny, pieces with double die errors have attained a cult-like following, driving significant interest in the broader market for error coins. The double die errors associated with the 1999 penny don't just serve as part of a fascinating story, they carry emotional weight for collectors. Each penny encapsulates stories of labor and craftsmanship, celebrating the innovation involved in coin production while showcasing how imperfections can yield stunning outcomes. The pursuit of these double dies has driven many collectors to search beyond traditional avenues, often journeying into personal connections with others in the numismatic community who may possess rare examples or knowledge about their discovery. The growth of online marketplaces and social media platforms has further amplified excitement surrounding the 1999 penny's double die varieties. The ease of sharing discoveries and auctioning off high-profile pieces has turned the once niche hobby of coin collecting into a robust global community, buzzing with generating investment opportunities and fascinating tales alike. As collectors raise the profile of these rare coins, the monetary aspect fluctuates, pushing the price of those featuring the coveted double die errors higher and higher, resulting in some transactions leading to record-breaking sales. Trading within error coins like the 1999 penny showcases the intersection of desire for investments and the joyful experience of collecting. Furthermore, the allure of the 1999 penny extends beyond its historical significance and collectible nature to the very essence of what hooked so many people into the hobby of numismatics, whether through childhood curiosity, family heritage, or a passion for history. This particular coin has captivated audiences, creating a sense of nostalgia woven through its role as not merely a piece of currency but a link to the past, a souvenir from a year where economic possibilities seemed endless, and individual stories began anew. As collectors dig through their loose change, the act itself takes on a deeper meaning beyond mere financial gain. It transforms into a rite of passage, an exploration of identity, and a glimpse into the potential hidden within their humble copper-plated zinc pennies. Acquiring an error coin like the 1999 D penny is not just a transaction, it becomes an experience laden with multiple layers of significance, each coin carrying potential stories that enable collectors to weave a narrative unique to their lives and their aspirations. Alongside the double die and cut errors, some 1999 D pennies also emerged with the off-center errors, wherein the penny struck in alignment with the dies becomes misaligned during the striking process, resulting in a whimsical, incomplete image showcasing portions of the design are absent. The appeal of off-center strikes has drawn collectors searching for those captivating misses, often adding to the treasure trove of valuable specimens forged in the minting process, exemplifying the creativity of serendipity. These unconventional strikes make their way into savvy collector hands, each presenting its artistic value through an aesthetic that embraces raw uniqueness, inviting treasure hunters to indulge their whims and take pride in acquiring what are, in essence, unintentional masterpieces. As the broader community continues to expand, the excitement surrounding these possibilities transcends borders, inviting collectors into a global conversation focused on passion, exchange, and shared interests. The evolution of social media platforms, dedicated forums, and coin exchange websites has created a vital infrastructure for enthusiasts to connect with one another, share insights, and celebrate the unmatched thrill of finding rare coins together, an ecosystem that enhances the experience for all involved. As fellow enthusiasts gather to share their stories and showcase their discoveries, the lore surrounding the 1999 D 1-cent coin has expanded exponentially, invigorating the community and providing fertile ground for additional mythologies and anecdotes. This shared enthusiasm enthuses both early explorers discovering the phenomenal value of coins previously considered underappreciated and professionals experienced in navigating investment realms. Each anecdotal story adds to the rich tapestry of numismatic heritage while raising the collective value of their investments in the eyes of future collectors. As the community continues to grow around these coins, it also encourages discussions about not just the financial implications of investing in error coins but also the cultural and historical resonances that give depth to the act of collecting. Furthermore, as families hand down their passions for collecting to younger generations, the enthusiasm surrounding coins like the 1999 D penny contributes to lifelong memories and connections shared, acting almost like instilled treasure maps passed through family lines. The long-standing tradition of coin collecting mitigates an incredible bond between generations, shrouded in the stories they tell, the individual experiences they share, and the lessons they instill along the way. As such, the excitement revolving around the 1999 D penny resonates not only in its financial implications but also in its ability to invoke storytelling, nostalgia, and an appreciation for the experiences we've had in a culturally rich society. As the emotional connections deepen around error coins over time, a collective consciousness emerges that celebrates these unique pieces as symbols of unity, growth, and aspiration. In summation, the remarkable valuation of the 1999 D 1-cent coin at $458 million may have originated from seemingly simple errors and unique minting processes, but what it has ultimately brought forth is a collection of inspiring stories, generational bonds, and artistic expressions.